Hello there, welcome back to our channel. Today we want to look at a question for departmental account, still on June 2023. This is question 2 from June 2023. So if you are checking our question, and the question reads the following balances were taken from the books of Bingube, and then we are given the information of balances of cosmetics and drugs. So we've got two departments that are there, that is cosmetics and drugs. So we have to prepare a departmental trading account. So if you go there, on part A here, the part A is saying prepare the departmental trading account for the year ended 31 December 2017. So we've got our trading account here. So that's where we are going to enter our amounts. So this is our trading account, departmental trading account for the year ended 31 December 2017. Right. We go back to the information that you are given, and we are going to start with sales. So we go back to check the sales there for cosmetics and drugs. If you go up there, we'll see that for cosmetics, we have 12,000, and then for drugs, we have 18,000. So we are going there again to enter those figures. That is, we have for cosmetics here, we put in this column, we have got 12,000. So we are going to put 12,000. Then for drugs, we have got a figure of 18,000. So yeah, we're going to put 18,000. So remember, after putting sales, we have to check whether we've got sales returns or returns inwards that we have to subtract from sales to get the net sales figure. Right. From the information that we have, we also have sales returns. This one on sales returns for cosmetics, we don't have anything for sales returns, but we have got something for drugs, 250 returns. We're going to subtract for drugs only 250. So we go back there and enter that one. So we are here now. So we have got sales returns. We have got less. So we are going to say less. Less sales returns. And on this part, we don't have anything for cosmetics, but for drugs, we have 250. Right. So here we will then subtract. Since here we don't have anything, we're going to say 12,000 minus 0, we're going to get 12,000. Then we go to drugs, we're going to say 18,000 minus 250. You get 17,750. Right. So the figure that we are going to get there is the turnover figure or the net sales figure. So we can just call it net sales. Right. From there now we go to less cost of sales. Less cost of sales. So under cost of sales, we know that here we've got cost of sales. Right. Under cost of sales, we know that we start with opening inventory. We start with opening inventory. So we are going to go back to our information, the information that we have, and check the amount of inventory that we have in the question. If you come here, I would see that for open inventory is the inventory that we are having on 1 January 2017, because that's where the year is starting, and then it's ending on 31 December 2017. So on 1 January 2017, we have got open inventory for cosmetics only. For drugs, we are seeing there's nothing. So there's nothing we are putting on drugs. We're only going to put 2,300 under cosmetics. So we go there, opening inventory, we put in this column, we've got 2,300. So here for drugs, we don't have anything, we can put a dash there. And then after opening inventory, we add purchases. We add purchases here. We add purchases. So we go back again in the question to check the figures for purchases that we have. You come here, purchases, we've got 5,000. Then drugs, we've got 10,000. So that's the figures that we are going to put for purchases, 5,000 and 10,000. Here, we are going to have 5,000. And on the other hand, there we are going to have 10,000. Then we also check if you have got purchases returns. We also check if we have got purchases returns. Let's check if you have got purchase returns in the question. Because we subtract purchase returns there, right? We are having purchase returns here on cosmetics only. Then on drugs, there's nothing. So we are going to subtract purchase returns on cosmetics. So here we come here again, we say purchases. For which we are going to subtract that one, purchases returns. So for purchase returns, we have only for cosmetics, which is 400. So here 400. But for drugs, we don't have any purchases returns. For drugs, we don't have any purchases returns there. Right. After having done that now, we have to add. We have to say opening inventory. We add purchases less purchase returns. So we are going to say underline here and then underline here. If you look here, we only have 10,000, so it means here we are going to have 10,000. And then if you go to the other end, we are supposed to say 2,300 plus 5,000 plus 400, and the figure that we are supposed to get there is 6,900. You are supposed to get the figure that you are supposed to. Let's try to add there. Let's try to add there. Then we get 6,900. So if you calculate 2,300, you add 5,000, you subtract 400, you get 6,900. So that's the figure that we get there. Then we go down. After that, we check if we have got carriages in our question. Let's check if we have got carriages in our question. Right, we are going to check if we have got carriages in our question in the question. And then if you come here, we've got carriage inwards here. We have got carriage inwards. And we are seeing that carriage inwards, we are being given here carriage inwards as a one figure. It's not allocated in terms of cosmetics and drugs. So it means there's an instruction in terms of allocation that we have in additional information. So you come here, they are saying carriage inwards. Here, carriage inwards to be apportioned to cosmetics and drugs in proportion to gross purchases. In proportion to gross purchases. And if you go to the figure for gross purchases means purchases without subtracting purchase returns. So it means we have got 5,000 as to 10,000. So if you reduce this 5,000, 5,001 into 10,002, it will remain as 1:2. So we make this proportion. So it means for cosmetic, this is cosmetic, this is drugs. So for cosmetics means if you say 1 plus 2, you get 3. So this is our denominator. So for cosmetic, then we say 1. Then we multiply by the figure that we are given, which is 3,000 over 1. So we are going to get, we say 3 into 3,000, we are going to get 1,000. Then for drugs, we are going to say 2 over 3 times 3,000. And obviously over 1, then we get our 2,000. Because here we get 1,000. Then we multiply by 2, get 2,000. So this is what we are going to do for cosmetic. We are going to put 1,000 for carriage inwards, and then for drugs we put 2,000. So we go there again in our answer section. We have 1,000. So we've got carriage inwards here. Carriage inwards, and we found here 1,000. And then here we found 2,000. But remember, this carriage, we are adding it. We are adding carriage. We are adding carriage there. We are adding carriage there. And then we also add, we also check if you've got some customs duties in the question. We can go back in the question again. If you've got some customs duty in the question as part of it's going to increase the value for our carriages. Remember, customs duties on the border as we are transporting our goods. Right, we have got customs duties for drugs. We don't have for cosmetics. So we can go and put that one. is 670. So you've got also customs duty. And for our customs duty, we only have 670 for drugs. And here we have nothing. Yeah. So we also check if we have got anything that needs to be in terms of transportation costs. We check there in the question if you have got any transportation costs there. We don't have anything. I think we have put everything there. So now we go there, and then we put our lines here to get the total there. So here on cosmetics, we're going to say 6,900. Then we add carriages. So here we are adding. So 6,900 plus 1,000. We are going to say get 7,900. Then here we are going to say 10,000. We are going to say 10,000. Then we add 2,000. Then we add 670. We get 12,670 here. Then obviously the last one we are going to say less closing. Let's closing inventory. Right, for closing inventory, again, we go and check in the question, what do we have in the question? Right, closing inventory, we get it here at the end of the, that is on 31 December 2017. We are getting 2,100 for cosmetics, 3,700 for drugs. Right, so these are the figures that we are going to put 2,100 and 3,700. So we go back, we have got 2,100 here. Then here we've got 3,700. So here now we draw our line to get the balance there. Remember, we are saying less here. So it means we are going to say 7,900 minus 2,100. And then we get 5,800. The same here, we're going to say 12,770 minus 3,700. And we are going to get 8,970. Right. Then we need to find the figure for gross profit down there. Right. Then we also underline, because we have got for get our gross profit or gross loss. Remember, our formula is that we say sales less cost of sales. So it means these figures that we have here, which is 5,800, this one and this one are representing cost of sales. So we are going to say the figures for sales that we have on top there. Let's check them. Here for net sales, we are having that figure for net sales is 12,000. Here we have got 17,750. So that's the figure that we are going to use. So for cosmetics, we are going to say 12,000. 12,000 minus 5,800. When you get that, you get 6,200. So here now we have got 6,200. Then for drugs, you're going to say 17,750 minus 8,970. Then you get 8,780. So here you've got 8,780. So we are seeing we are only getting positive figures. So this means this is our gross profit. When we get a positive figure, we get our gross profit. So the opposite is true. When we get a negative figure, we get a gross loss. So that is what we have on our departmental account. This is from June 2023. Stay tuned for more videos. We are still coming bit by bit so that we cover every topic in terms of questions from question papers, so that we are well equipped in the final exams. So those who haven't subscribed, we urge you to subscribe so that you enjoy these videos as we prepare our final exams. Stay tuned for more. With that, I'm out.